Okay, it's time for another Thursday therapy. A Thursday therapy, spiritual therapy session. Okay, now this is being posted on a Friday. I'm a day late, but that's for good reason. I am tired of traveling across town to post these videos. So instead of going on Wednesday this week, I went on Friday. So it's a day late. My body is tired. I'm tired of traveling back and forth to go post these videos. My handler, those of you who have been following along with my saga, my handler is purposely letting the Wi-Fi stay off so that I can't post or create content or expose him, etc. Well, today I asked my handler, what's up with the Wi-Fi? He gave me this long, drawn-out explanation about what he had to take care of and how he's broke and blah, 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 and all this other shit, right? So I let him know, like, okay, well, our daughter wants to look for jobs, but she can't, no Wi-Fi. And he fakes like he's sad, and he goes, I know, I'm not doing anything malicious or on purpose. I didn't say you were, sir. But thanks for the admission of guilt. My intuition already told me you were. I already know what's up. So yeah, guilty conscience, eating them alive. But, like I said, I got tired of traveling because of those circumstances. He's trying to literally stop me from doing this. And no, you won't. You won't. No weapon formed, homie. No weapon formed. But let's get into this Thursday therapy session. I just wanted to explain to you why it's not on Thursday this week or last week. So let's go. Let's get into it. Spirit, universe, divine, God, Ra, spirit guide, spirit team, archangels, guardian angels. What do you have for the collective this Thursday therapy session? Please make me a clear channel in order to receive and relay any messages you have for the collective clearly and concisely for everyone to understand. Archangel Michael, place a hedge around me and the collective as I tap into the energy and do this reading. Please keep all negative energy and entities out of my energy and out of this reading, and cause all monitoring spirits to go blind and deaf. Ashe. All right, so what is the main energy, the main wounding or trauma that needs to be healed within the collective? What is the main energy, Spirit? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. All right. Shadow work. Okay. Let me adjust this real quick. Bear with me. Shadow. God dang. Shadow work. Needing to focus on shadow work. Okay. This will show up as recurring emotional triggers, unresolved conflicts, or behaviors that feel out of control or misaligned with your true self. It may manifest as unexplained anger, fear, or shame, repressed emotions, or patterns of self-criticism, showing that there are hidden aspects of yourself that need to be brought into the light to heal and integrate. So, the main energy in the collective is a lot of you need to either start shadow work or continue your shadow work, or you are currently in the midst of shadow work, okay? But that is the main energy, needing to focus on shadow work. So those of you, okay, those of you that are currently working on doing your shadow work, there was a follower that actually left a comment about this the last Thursday therapy session. So this goes along with this, with that comment as well, as far as doing the shadow work. Those of you that are starting your shadow work, sorry, let's at the next card. Those of you that are starting your shadow work, there's a need for you to stay focused and not get distracted from doing your shadow work, okay? Shadow work is not easy work. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of honesty with yourself, which a lot of people have a big problem with being honest with themselves. So shadow work is going to take a lot of discipline. It's going to take a lot of truth and honesty with yourself. It's going to take a lot of tears, a lot of going through emotions and things that you have already went through. Like, it's going to take a lot of work. So you're going to need to focus. And if you are not yet started or have not yet started working on your shadow, this is not for the faint at heart. Once you stop, it's like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Once you start your shadow work, there's no going back. You may pause, you may stagnate, you may slow down, but there's no going back. Once the ball gets rolling, the only way through it is through it, okay? Once you start, the only way through it is to go through it, literally. So the next card, address wounds from gossip and slander. So the other main energy is a lot of you need to address wounding and trauma and pain from gossip and slander, from rumors and gossip and slander and people defaming you and lying on your name and all this other shit, okay? This will show up as feelings of betrayal, hurt, or insecurity, often accompanied by a loss of trust in others. It may manifest as a fear of being misunderstood or judged, leading to isolation or difficulty in forming genuine connections. I'm getting that for a lot of you, your shadow work is going to involve healing the wounds from gossip and slander. So for the main energy, for the collective, a lot of you have dealt with a lot of rumors, a lot of, like I said, defamation of character, a lot of gossip and slander within your own family, people smiling in your face and talking shit about you behind your back, like a lot of this. And you have constantly felt like you cannot trust anyone because everyone that has been close to you or that you thought was close to you has betrayed the fuck out of you, okay? Mostly with their words, with their mouth. What am I hearing? Oh, okay, I'm hearing, I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. Yeah, this was family. This, for a lot of you, the gossip and the slander and the rumors and the defamation and all that shit came from family. So a lot of you have to address the wounding from that, from your own family. People you thought you could depend on. People that you thought you needed. Okay? So this is going to be some deep shadow work for a lot of you because of that alone. Because of what you're working through. Because it's familial shit. What's this? Can't make this shit up. Anger and resentment. Yeah, you guys are going to have to work through a lot of anger and resentment. And during your shadow work, a lot of anger and resentment towards the people that did the gossiping and the slandering and the defamation, that's going to come back up. It's going to come back out. Okay, you're going to feel those feelings again, so be prepared. Because that's what shadow work is. You're going to have to feel the feelings, understand the root of them, forgive yourself for letting them affect you, and integrate and learn how to use that, the darkness and the negative energy from those encounters, I want to say, to strengthen you and help push you forward in positivity, okay? So a lot of anger and resentment is going to come up during your shadow work, okay? It says address wounds of anger and resentment. This will show up as holding on to grudges, frequent irritability, or bursts of anger, often disproportionate to the situation. These wounds are rooted in past injustices, feelings of betrayal, or unmet expectations, and can manifest as a lingering bitterness that prevents healing and moving forward. So, like I said, you're going to have to feel these feelings in order to heal them, in order to properly do your shadow work. You're going to have to feel the anger and resentment again from the betrayal, from the gossip and the slander, and the fact of who it came from. Okay? You are going to have to. And that takes me back to what I first said about the shadow work being hard and how you're going to need to focus. You're at some point, you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up because of the feelings that come up from the things that happened, okay? You can't stop, though. You can't give up. Because if you stop, you'll never heal. You'll never fully heal. So you're going to have to... That's a little abrasive. Okay, I'm going to say what I heard. Spirit, you're going to have to suck it up, Buttercup. We couldn't be gentler with that at all. You're going to have to suck it up, Buttercup. Okay? A song lyric, something about no one said it would be easy. I don't know what that song was, what lyric that's from. But yeah, no one said it was going to be easy. But like I said earlier with the Pringles quote, once you pop, the fun don't stop. Once you start, there's no unstarting. There's no turning back. You can only stagnate. But you cannot stop it, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm being called to another deck. What deck, Spirit? Why? What? What? Okay. What else? Why was I called to this little guy? What else does the collective need to know, Spirit, about this? About this shadow work? What else? Ooh. I'm hearing the cash registers at the Dollar Tree back in the day. I don't know if they still make this sound, but back in the day, the cash registers at the Dollar Tree, when a cashier would erase something off of the list, I guess, the cash register would go, uh-oh. So I just heard, uh-oh, in my head, right? So somebody is feeling like they've made a mistake. Like oh, okay, I see what this is. Someone feels like they've done something wrong. Like, you feel like the gossip and the slander was your fault or something like that. Like, you're like taking the blame for something, or you're feeling like you're the blame. It was your bad, your mistake, or something like that. Spirit is telling me to tell you no. No, no, no. No, it was never your fault. Okay? The gossip and the slander that was done towards you, the defamation, the rumors that was done towards you, that was not your fault. So that thinking that you made a mistake or feeling like you did something to cause that to happen to you, no. Spirit said no, that's not right. That's not right at all. There's nothing anyone who hasn't, like, you didn't deserve to be talked about and slandered, okay? Whatever you did was not detrimental enough for gossip and slander. And if it was something that bad, it wouldn't be gossip and slander. It would be the fucking truth. Because gossip and slander is 9 times out of 10, it's lies. It's lies. That's why it's gossip and slander. If it was a truth, it'd just be the fucking truth and you'd just be a piece of shit. But that's not the case here. Whatever it was that happened, you did not deserve the gossip and the slander and the rumors and the defamation that you got from this. You have a reason to be angry. You have a reason to be bitter. You have a reason to be upset and feel betrayed. But just because you have a reason doesn't mean you should feel angry and bitter and upset. Okay? That's why you need to focus on doing your shadow work. Your feelings are valid. Abso-fucking-lutely. You didn't deserve that shit. Your feelings are valid. But you cannot let your feelings shape you or control you, because you are bigger, stronger, and better than the negative feelings that were put onto you by a low vibrational fucking being, period. So, yeah, you have every right to feel what you feel, but you don't need to let it shape you. You don't need to let it change you. You don't need to let it dictate your life, your mood, your mindset, or anything like that, okay? Finality and movement. Finality. It's finally time for you to take control of your feelings. It's finally time for you to take back your power. It's finally time for you to take action, movement. And the action, the movement, is the shadow work. It's time for you to get finality and close the cycle with this anger and resentment. It's time for you to close the cycle with these people that gossiped and slandered you. It's time for you to close the cycle of pain. Okay? That's why you're going to do your shadow work. That's why you're doing your shadow work. That's why you need to do shadow work. Take whichever one resonates. You keep wanting to stick up. What are you? Achievement. You will be successful in your shadow work, in your healing journey. You will be successful as long as you keep moving, keep going, keep progressing. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. As long as you just keep swimming, you will be successful. You will achieve healing. You will achieve letting go of the anger and the resentment and the pain. You will heal. You will. It will be an achievement. Anything else, Spirit? I just heard, I'm blue. Okay. So whoever you are, this is very, okay. Whoever you are, this has been very hard for you. This has taken a toll on you. Like, this whole thing with the gossip and the slander and the feeling, the anger and the resentment, you have literally been blue, sad, depressed about this. It's been weighing on you for a long time. And I feel like you felt sad and depressed because of the anger and resentment that you had towards your family. Like I said, for a lot of you, this is family, but take it how it resonates. You had anger and resentment towards your family for this gossip and the slander, and you felt bad. You felt guilty. You felt sad because you felt as if that you deserved the gossip and the slander for whatever you did. And like I said, Spirit said that is wrong. You did not deserve anything. You didn't deserve that shit. So you also felt bad for being angry and upset and resentful towards your family for this because you felt like it was your fault. You don't have to feel sad or upset for feeling the anger and resentment. Like I said already, your feelings are absolutely valid. You didn't deserve any of this. There's nothing you needed to be sad or depressed about because you were not wrong for feeling how you felt in this situation. You were not wrong, but you felt as if you were, and it depressed you. It made you sad because you didn't want to be upset and resentful towards your family. But just because we're born to a family doesn't mean we have to stay with that family. We are not bound to anything or anyone in this earth realm. So if your family treats you bad, makes you feel bad, talks about you, you can absolutely let them the fuck go. You're not obligated to keep them just because you were born to them. Ask me how I know. Stage. Once you heal, you're going to be in a new stage of your life, a new stage of your journey. you're not going to be the same person that you are right now. The person that's watching this video right now, you're not going to be that same person when you achieve your healing. You're going to be in a whole new stage, a whole nother level. Okay? You're going to be on a whole nother level, a whole nother stage in your life. Okay? Adventure. A whole new adventure, a whole new stage in your life. You're going to be a whole new person. You may not even recognize yourself. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, I've come so far. Oh my God, I've healed so much. Yeah. Because you wanted to, because you stuck with it. And like I said, as long as you keep moving, keep swimming, you're going to achieve your healing. You're going to reach to bloom. Yeah, you're going to bloom. You're going to evolve. You're going to grow. You're going to reach your success, your happy place, your peace. Okay? One more card, Spirit. One more. What do you want? Okay, I said one more. Y'all, you gave me like 7. Can we chill? Can I get one more card for the collective before I close out? One more card. I heard that in my head. Reflect. This healing journey you're on, the shadow work journey, it's going to take a lot of reflecting, a lot of insight, a lot of introspection, a lot of reflecting, a lot of sitting alone. I just heard, I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answer. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of sitting in the dark, crawling in the dark, looking for answers, reflecting, introspecting, having flashbacks, all that. But again, you will achieve your healing. You will move in progress through your shadow work as long as you just keep swimming. And you'll get to that stage where you are able to bloom. And you'll look back, reflect, like I said a minute ago, you'll look back and you won't even recognize who you are. Because you're going to change so much and grow so much. But you're going to be proud as fuck of yourself. That'll also be part of your achievement. Looking back and seeing your growth and being proud of the person you're turning into from the person that you were. The person watching this video right now, you're not going to be that same person by the time you are done. But that's all I have. There's a need to focus on your shadow work. So go ahead. Either get started, either continue, or focus harder on your shadow work, because you will reach your goal. You will achieve your healing. You will achieve your freedom, your peace, yourself. You'll get yourself back too. But I'm going to close it here, and I will see you next week for another Thursday therapy. It may not be on Thursday because, like I said, I'm tired of taking my ass up there to post these since there's nothing that I can do at the house to post them. But I do this for you. I'll see you in the next one.